We all have that image. Turquoise water shimmering under the golden sun, inviting us to dive into its refreshing embrace. Volcanic peaks piercing the sky, standing as ancient sentinels watching over the islands. Beaches so perfect they look photoshopped, with white sands that stretch endlessly, kissed by the clear blue waters. Hawaii, land of luau's, surf breaks, and enough floral shirts to clothe a small nation. It's paradise, no doubt. A place where traditions are celebrated with vibrant dances and feasts, where the waves call out to surfers from around the world. But paradise, like the rest of us, needs to eat and drink and get its gasoline and building materials, the lifeblood of modern living, and pretty much everything else that makes modern life, well, modern. From electronics to everyday household items, all must be shipped in. See, Hawaii, for all its beauty, is an isolated archipelago, a paradise set adrift in the vast Pacific Ocean, over 2,000 miles from the US mainland. A distance that makes logistics a complex and delicate operation. Getting anything to these islands is a logistical ballet, one with very little margin for error. Every shipment is a carefully choreographed dance of timing and precision. The people who live here, they understand this dance. They know the rhythm of supply and demand, the importance of every delivery. They know that the things they rely on, the things most Americans take for granted, have all been on a journey. A journey across the ocean fraught with challenges and uncertainties. And that journey, it shapes life in Hawaii in ways both big and small. From the availability of fresh produce to the latest tech gadgets, everything has a story. It's a story of vulnerability, sure, but also resilience, innovation, and a deep connection to the land and sea. The people of Hawaii have learned to adapt, to innovate, and to thrive despite the challenges. They have a profound respect for their environment, understanding that their survival is intertwined with the health of the land and sea. This connection is celebrated in their festivals, their daily lives, and their unwavering spirit. It's a testament to the strength and resilience of a community that has found a way to turn isolation into a unique way of life. So the next time you think of Hawaii, remember it's not just a paradise found, but a paradise supplied. A place where every wave, every breeze, and every shipment tells a story of connection, resilience, and the enduring spirit of its people. Distance. It's the first thing you notice about Hawaii, not just the miles on a map, but the sheer blue vastness that surrounds you. The Pacific Ocean stretches out endlessly, a vast expanse of water that seems to go on forever. It's liberating, sure, but also a stark reminder, you're a long way from anywhere. The isolation is palpable, a constant presence that both soothes and unsettles. And that anywhere includes the factories, farms, and warehouses that most of us rely on without a second thought. These are the places where our everyday necessities are produced and stored, far from the idyllic shores of Hawaii.
This geographic isolation defines Hawaii's logistical reality. It's a unique challenge that shapes every aspect of life here. Nearly everything arrives by sea. The ocean is the lifeline that connects Hawaii to the rest of the world. Fuel, food, construction supplies, that ukulele you just had to have as a souvenir, all of it came off a boat. Every item, no matter how small, has traveled thousands of miles to get here. This reliance on maritime transportation, it's a lifeline but also a vulnerability. The dependency on shipping means that any disruption can have significant consequences. Disruptions, whether natural or man-made, have a way of echoing across these islands. The effects are felt quickly and deeply. Think about it. A hurricane in the shipping lanes? The storm doesn't even have to hit the islands directly to cause chaos. A labor dispute at a West Coast port. Even a temporary halt in operations can create a ripple effect that reaches Hawaii. Suddenly, that shipment of rice is delayed. The delay might seem minor, but it can have a cascading impact. The shelves at the supermarket start looking a little bare. People begin to notice the gaps where their favorite products used to be. The price of that construction project just went up. Delays in material shipments mean higher costs and longer timelines. Isolation, you see, makes every ripple in the supply chain feel like a wave. The distance amplifies the impact of every disruption, making the challenges of logistics in Hawaii uniquely complex. But it's not all challenges. This isolation also fosters a strong sense of community and self-reliance. Local farmers' markets thrive, and people come together to support one another. Traditional practices, like fishing and crafting, are not just preserved, but celebrated. They are a testament to the resilience and ingenuity of the people who call these islands home. So while Hawaii may be 2,000 miles from everything, It's also a place where the spirit of Aloha and the strength of community shine brightest. The distance, the isolation, it all contributes to the unique beauty and character of these islands.
Now, this isn't to say Hawaii's adrift in some logistical Bermuda Triangle. Far from it. The maritime industry here is the lifeblood of these islands. Massive container ships guided by expert crews navigate the Pacific with clockwork precision. At the ports, a tireless ballet of cranes, trucks, and workers keeps goods flowing. These folks, they're the unsung heroes of paradise. They keep the lights on, the fridges full, and the tourists happy. But it's a delicate dance, this reliance on just-in-time delivery. Limited land means limited storage. Every square foot of warehouse space is precious, making efficient inventory management not just good business, but a necessity. But what happens when the music stops? When a natural disaster strikes? When a global pandemic throws the world into chaos? Hawaii's vulnerability to supply chain disruptions is a stark reality. The 2018 Kilauea eruption, the COVID-19 pandemic, these events exposed the fragility of Paradise's supply lines.
Suddenly, the concept of safety stock takes on a whole new meaning. Having enough essential goods on hand to weather the storm, that's not just good planning. It's about community resilience. It's about ensuring that when the unexpected happens, life in Paradise doesn't grind to a halt.
Storage. It's the backbone of any supply chain, the unsung hero that keeps everything running smoothly. It's the unglamorous underbelly of any supply chain, where efficiency and organization are paramount. But in Hawaii, it's a particular challenge. The unique geography and isolation of the islands add layers of complexity.
Think about it. You're on an island surrounded by the vast Pacific Ocean, often a volcanic one at that. The land is not just limited, but also shaped by natural forces. Land is scarce, expensive, and every inch is valuable. The cost of real estate is sky high, and sometimes it's prone to, well, erupting. Natural disasters are a constant threat. This puts a premium on every square foot of warehouse space. Maximizing efficiency is not just a goal, it's a necessity.
Efficiency is key. So is careful planning. Every decision must be calculated and precise. What goods are absolutely essential to keep on hand? What items can you not afford to run out of? How long do those reserves need to last? Weeks? Months? These are critical questions.
These are questions that keep logistics managers up at night. The stakes are incredibly high. Because when a typhoon's bearing down or a labor dispute snarls shipping, knowing you've got enough rice, medicine, and yes, even toilet paper can make all the difference. It's about ensuring the community's resilience and well-being. The logistics team works tirelessly, often behind the scenes, to make sure that the supply chain remains unbroken. Their efforts ensure that no matter what happens, the essentials are always within reach. It's a tough job, but it's one that they take immense pride in. Because in the end, holding tight to what you got is what keeps everything together.
This is where technology comes in. Advanced logistics systems, GPS tracking, real-time inventory management. These tools are no longer optional, they're essential. Knowing where every container is, every step of the way, that's how you squeeze efficiency out of a system that has very little room for error.
And it's not just about efficiency, it's about resilience. By optimizing routes, reducing waste, and predicting demand, these technologies help Hawaii prepare for the unexpected. Because when you're 2,000 miles from the mainland, a little foresight goes a long way.
Of course, the best way to reduce reliance on shipments, reduce the need to ship in the first place. Hawaii's push for local production, it's not just about food security, it's about economic resilience. Supporting local farmers, encouraging sustainable agriculture, these efforts are about taking control of their own destiny.
And then there's renewable energy. Hawaii, with its abundant sunshine and wind, has the potential to be a leader in clean power. Every solar panel, every wind turbine that's less dependence on imported fossil fuels. It's about creating a future for Hawaii that's both prosperous and sustainable.
But technology and government initiatives can only go so far. What truly sets Hawaii apart is the sense of community, that famous Aloha spirit. Because when a storm hits, when times get tough, it's the people who help each other. It's neighbors sharing what they have, businesses going the extra mile, volunteers stepping up to help distribute essential goods.
This spirit of cooperation, it's not just heartwarming, it's essential. Educating residents about the challenges and vulnerabilities of their unique supply chain, that's how you build resilience from the ground up, because when everyone understands the stakes, everyone has a role to play in keeping paradise running. So yeah, Hawaii's got its challenges, but this is a place that's learned to adapt, to innovate, to make the most of what it's got. It's a place where necessity breeds ingenuity, where community spirit fills the gaps, and where the Aloha spirit extends even to the supply chain. It's a reminder that even in paradise, life is a delicate balance, and that sometimes the most important journeys are the ones that bring us what we need when we need it most.